Right. Something really annoying happened. I recorded like 3 episodes, like back to back to back, just played for a good couple of hours, recorded a load of episodes, went to edit them so I can put them into the YouTube schedule, and only one audio track was on the file, which was my like default sound, not the mic. So that was irritating. So you missed the final third of the season. So, many apologies. I mean, occasionally this happens. It's a nightmare when it does. But, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a recap of our first season as Aston Villa manager. And as you can see, we did qualify for Europe, but with this funky EC2 business. So, yeah, it's not like the full-on Europa League just yet. But, yeah, we got some form of European football out of the season, which was an achievement, I guess. I mean, the board was saying avoid a relegation battle. We did that by a country mile. Liverpool champions, Chelsea second, City third, United fourth, Arsenal. But then two surprise packages, really, in Fulham and Leeds. I mean, definitely Fulham. Leeds, yeah, you would expect them to do well. Maybe they did punch above their weight to get Europe. But Fulham, wow. I mean, crikey. Fair play, Scott Parker. So, yeah, we did, in the end, get through to Europe, which is nice. Can I go through fixtures? I can't remember what the last live com you would have seen is. Was it Leeds? Yeah, I think it was all the way up here. So, from then on, we didn't really have a solid run of form. It was really patchy from there until the end of the season, unfortunately. But we ended up getting through to the FA Cup quarter-final, where we were bounced out by Liverpool. Phone's going off and distracted me. And that was only because of a Diego Jota goal in the 94th minute. So, yeah, a little bit disheartening. But there were some pretty big results. You know, we drew 1-1 against Liverpool there, which gave me a little bit of confidence when we got to the quarterfinals. We did lose against Fulham. We beat West Brom 3-1. Now, this is a live com that we lost, which were like in terms of like recordings, because it was really frustrating because it was a cracking game. So Mesut Ozil scored in the 13th minute. Then he scored in the 27th. But then we had a bit of a resurgence. We had Louis Barry, 64th minute, 71st minute. Ollie Watkins, 82nd, 83rd minute, with Lacazette scoring in between that. So 82, or 81, 82, 83 goals. It was just a weird live com, and I'm gutted the freaking audio failed, because just watching it all unfold, you can hear me going slightly mental because it was just a crazy game. Sheffield United 1-0 victory. 3-0 loss to Wolves, which was disappointing. Newcastle 2-0 victory. There's the FA Cup loss. Lost to Palace, draw with Everton, lost to United, beating Leicester, losing to Chelsea 4-1, beating Tottenham 3-0. Ollie Watkins with a hat-trick in that one. Brighton 1-0 loss, and then back-to-back 1-0 wins against Burnley and Leeds. So, yeah, overall, like, super happy with how that season went when all was said and done. Southampton, Everton and Newcastle all got relegated, which was very, very interesting. Awards. So, Footballer of the Year went to Mo Salah. Golden Glove went to Alisson. Player of the Year, Mo Salah. Oh, yeah, that is Player of the Year. So, Young Player of the Year, Christian Pulisic. Goal of the Season was Calvert-Lewin. All right. Manager of the Year was Scott Parker. No surprises, to be fair. No surprises. The Team of the Year, we didn't have anybody in there, which was unfortunate, but Tammy Abraham and Carlin Grant, two strikers that just do my head in because they always do like really well. Mane, Mount, Milner, Salah, Chilwell, Tomori, Fabinho, Trent and Alisson. So that's an interesting team, really. It's just Chelsea and Liverpool with a West Brom player in there. Top goal scorer went to Colin Grant. He ended up banging in 23 goals. You had Jordan Ayew of Palace with 22, and then Aubameyang with 18. So really interesting, like, clubs there. You know, West Brom and Palace, two top goal scorers. Really, really weird. So as far as the season recap goes, yeah, we performed well above expectations. And moving into this year, we're expected to finish top half. So the expectations have risen ever so slightly. But what are we doing to prepare for that? Well, let's go through to our pre-season results first. We had a brief stop in the US where we beat Hartford 2-0. Traore with 2 goals. New York Cosmos 5-0. Watkins with a hat-trick, Louis Barry and Trezeguet. And because it's Football Manager, Watford overpowered. They beat us 2-1. We then beat these dudes, the Enzi, I don't know, 7-2. Watkins with a hat-trick, Traore, Trezeguet, and new signing Juan Mata. Yeah, let's have a look at signings now. So we were given a transfer budget of 50-something million because we got the European football. We took, I don't know why these people appear in last season's transfers, because they weren't. So we took 2 people from Everton. Tried to take Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin or Digne. Couldn't. So I went for Allen. £13.75 million. Not a bad price given his age, and his current value is 19, so that's pretty good. He goes in as our second best midfielder behind Jack Grealish, but roughly the same as McGinn and Luis. So further strengthens our midfield. I've spoke about our midfield before and how I like it. I think Allen just strengthened it a bit more. Yerry Mina, I thought, was a really good signing. He's 26 years of age. His current value is 19.75. And if we have a look at his report, he is our new best top centre-back. So I'm really happy with those 2 signings in particular. Would have preferred Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin, but what you going to do? We sold Anwar El Ghazi to Southampton for about £6 million. Never really used him. Juan Mata was released by United, so we signed him. And he's not really on as much money as I thought. We're only paying him $19.5 a week, so I think that's very fair. Emil Smith-Rowe will be joining us on loan this year because he's a good little young English player, and hopefully we can get some kind of value out of him this year. But a new left-back is in town, and it's Cedric. We spent a fair few quid though, £9.5 million. I mean, that's not as much as Allen or Mina, but I think for those signings in that window, I don't think that's too bad at all. Allen, Mina, Mata, Rowe and Cedric. Quite happy with that. Samatta, who was out on loan with Fenerbahce, they've activated the clause to bring him on a permanent. We let Henry Lansbury go to Houston Dynamos on a free. Neil Taylor to New England on a free. Matthew Targett was sold to make room for Cedric, £8.5 million. A random youngster, Ruben Shapoke, has gone to Reading, and Kiernan Davis has gone to Blackburn on loan. So overall, we've apparently recouped more than we've spent. No, surely not. No. Well, I guess, yeah, because for some reason they're classing these 2 transfers as last year. Yeah. I don't know, is July the cut-off point? Must be. But yeah, interesting transfer window. Tactically, we're going to be doing more of the same, to be fair. Because, I mean, the systems themselves worked really well. Perhaps with a couple of extra better players in there that we've done now, might just kick us up a notch, bring us up a bit further up. Custom vertical tiki-taka. Feel free to pause and analyse it in depth if you want. If you've got any advice, feel free to throw it my way. There are some player instructions, quite a few. So you can see from here what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, this ain't our best 11. Let's go best 11 there. So, according to our assistant, this is the best 11. Watkins, Traore, Grealish, McGinn, Luis, Allen, Cedric, Cash, Mings, Mina, Martinez. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, we've got the supporting acts of Smith-Rowe, Wilshere, House or Hoss with Gila, Trezeguet on the bench, Wesley when he comes back from injury. Mata will act as really good cover in these 2 positions here. I'm happy with that squad. Yeah. I think we should make some moves this year. Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea, Tottenham. Interesting Premier League games in August. But we've got the Europa League 2 Par 4 qualifier. I've never been in this competition before, so it'll be interesting. We've got some qualifying rounds to go through. Carabao Cup. Hoping for a good year. If we can get the proper European football this year, that'll be good. If we can actually finish in the top 6, I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to kind of build myself up, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how this season goes down. I'm intrigued. I've intrigued myself. But I'm not going to go into too much in this episode. I'm going to leave it here because I'm actually meant to be working now. I'm working from home, inverted commas. But I better crack on and do my emails and admin and phone calls rather than playing Football Manager. Hopefully none of my employers are watching this video. But if you did think Season 1 went down pretty well, apologies for the lost episodes. I'll try to make up for it with some extra ones this year perhaps, or this season perhaps. Yeah, let us know down below what you make of it, what you made of the transfers. Who do you think the best of those transfers are? My personal pick is probably Yerry Mina. I think that was probably the most vital transfer we made, possibly. But yeah, let us know what you think. Take it easy. See you soon. Peace.